Greetings, and welcome to another lecture, where we unravel fascinating stories through an academic lens. I am Professor Alexei, and today we embark on an exploration of the life and political career of Jason Carter.
Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka. Today we're diving into Jason Carter's story with roots in politics and law, sort of shaped by his family legacy. So let's get started.
It's crucial to understand the backdrop of Jason Carter's emergence as a significant political figure. In basic terms, he has melded his expertise in law with a legacy steeped in politics, especially given his familial connection to former U.S. President Jimmy Carter. His profile as both a lawyer and politician is particularly noteworthy due to his pursuit of civil rights and education reform within Georgia.
Actually, his influence in Georgia isn't just about family. It's kind of about how he stands out in politics. Like, he manages to connect policy issues with ethical reasoning, which is sort of rare, I think.
Indeed, Priyanka. Now, moving forward, we delve into a more scientific understanding of Carter's endeavors. He achieved summa cum laude honors at the University of Georgia School of Law, demonstrating academic excellence, and his subsequent role in the Georgia State Senate emphasizes his political prowess, particularly in gubernatorial contexts. This highlights his educational background and his political impact.
I think it's fascinating to see how Carter's career is interwoven with quite a lot of changes in civil rights and education policy in Georgia. So why does this really matter?
It's important to understand that Carter's contributions are pivotal. His work has influenced not only state policies, but also the political strategies deployed by Democrats in traditionally conservative areas such as the South. If we consider his support for same-sex marriage and education reform, we see a strategic alignment with broader civil rights agendas.
And he didn't always go along with what we'd expect. Didn't Jason Carter support the Safe Carry Protection Act, which seemed kind of unexpected for a Democrat?
Precisely, Priyanka. His advocacy for this act indeed diverged from conventional Democratic stances on gun control, elucidating a pragmatic approach that balances individual rights with collective safety concerns. Now, speaking of Carter's background, let us explore some intriguing elements. His alignment with past Peace Corps volunteers like his great-grandmother, his engagement in contentious legislative topics, and his compelling 2014 gubernatorial race.
So we have Carter born in Georgia in 1975, then he's elected to the Georgia State Senate in 2010, and later he takes a leadership role at the Carter Center in 2015. Those are big milestones.
Indeed. Before we engage with the grand questions, I must say, the blend of academic rigor with cultural heritage, as seen in Carter's career, resonates distinctly with my own experiences. This essence of deeply understanding one's cultural and educational roots is rather fundamental. Let's transition to another aspect, which is the first big question. What if Jason Carter had secured a victory in the 2014 gubernatorial race? The implications of such a win are, without question, significant regarding Democratic strategies in the South. His platform was built around education, economic growth, and healthcare access.
I'm curious about how his campaign engaged voters. Do we know the specifics of his strategy that potentially resonated with them?
This brings us to Carter's focus on education reform and bipartisan collaboration. He utilized an inclusive strategy, directing attention to education funding disparities and fostering dialogue across electoral divides. This approach appealed to a broad electorate hungry for change. Now, let's shift focus to his pre-political experiences. How did Jason Carter's tenure in the Peace Corps in South Africa influence his subsequent political career? His book, Power Lines, encapsulates his reflections on cross-cultural educational initiatives.
It's just interesting to think about how those global experiences shaped his local policy ideas, don't you think?
In simpler terms, the cross-cultural insights gained offered him a comprehensive view of education as a tool for societal development. This understanding informed his policy propositions, particularly fostering educational equity within Georgia. As we continue, we consider the current implications of Jason Carter's leadership within the Carter Center. This institution's impact on global issues, such as peace, democracy, and health, under his guidance, warrants consideration.
So, how does Carter's leadership compare to former initiatives of the Carter Center? Are there noticeable shifts or innovations?
Theoretically speaking, under Carter's stewardship, there's continuity yet also a dynamic progression. He holds steadfast to the center's core missions while engaging with contemporary challenges, thus ensuring adaptability and relevance. In conclusion, we have traversed significant moments in Jason Carter's life and career. We noted the breadth of insights derived from our exploration. For those interested in further study, consider delving into the broader Carter family legacy or the sociopolitical landscape of Georgia.
Thank you so much, Professor. These insights have indeed been enriching, and I hope our listeners feel inspired to explore more about Jason Carter's impact.